Okay, recording. We are recording now, so
Or
you guys will have a copy of it. So, what is that? That is different. That's
Yeah,
not,
that's not us.
yeah.
the first one, we were the first one
Okay,
on that list.
this one. Got it. I don't know where the other one got into the system. Okay. All right. Perfect. Easy enough. Let's also go grab this and drop this in here. And then I hear background noise. Let me mute. Okay. Very good. Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. How'd you hear about CI Web Group?
I'm sorry, what's that? It's a little muffly, but what's that?
How did you hear about CI Web Group?
Um, One of our from Gary Pacific. They're a dealer here or a supplier here in Colorado.
Yep.
And I was talking to the regional sales rep, and he gave me your guys' number to call.
Fantastic. All right.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
I think
go.
you guys probably work with them a lot.
Yes, actually, yeah, we're the preferred digital marketing agency for Goodman, Amana, Daikin, Ferguson, Johnstone, Gary Pacific, quite a few of them. So that is
Gotcha.
okay. And do we have a Miss Beverly? What system are they in?
Linux, I think.
Are they in the GPN system?
Oh, she there?
Oh, yep, she is. She's muted. Miss Bev,
Yes,
are they in the GPN system?
yes, they will be. They're not in there. I don't think they've been registered in there yet. Kim hasn't put them in yet, so I just put everything I could right here, so we could put all that back in.
Easy enough. Okay, so you guys have one location, uh, three total. WordPress was built a month ago, established 2010. Okay,
Yeah.
and you guys just
Actually, site is not on WordPress. That should have said site is not on WordPress.
got it.
Yeah, it's on Linux.
It's on what?
Linux.
Linux is the platform, I guess.
Linux. That's
Linux. Linux.
yeah,
Linux.
Linux. That is so not your Linux, but Linux as in a developer. That's weird. Linux is a framework, a coding framework, not a content management system. Okay,
Okay.
so let me go just double check this. So what are they doing? Did you what kind of a company built this? An agency or did you guys have a friend do it?
Kind of a friend do it.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Is it not that great? Is it not good because it's not on WordPress?
I mean, so oh, I haven't seen this in a while, and that's
Mm-hmm. Can we make it work for a little while?
um. So here's the challenge. Well, there's quite a few challenges. I hate this. Was it a close relative, family, or one of you guys, or a child?
No, none.
Yeah, it was kind of a friend of a friend of a friend.
Okay, got
This
it.
is
Okay,
the
so
first one we had. This is the third one we had built too, so we thought we were doing the right thing.
got
But
it.
I'm happy to go to her and tell her the issues if there are some.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So a nutshell, they didn't use a content management system. Um, they have. It looks like a web person attempted to do your SEO, not an SEO person. So they have broken every rule you could imagine. Your title is only allowed to be 60 characters, and this is actually considered black hat SEO. You can get blocked off Google for this. So they put Denver Heating and Air Conditioning, Pure Air Systems, Aveda, Aurora, Bennett, Boulder, Bloomingfield. They would like those. This is what you would do like 10 years ago when Google wouldn't penalize your site and knock you off
Okay.
the planet. And then your description for the site, you're only allowed 145 characters for Google, and they put Denver Heating and Air Pure Solutions, and they copied the exact same thing from up here, which is duplicate, and it's not a description. So let me show you where these show up so it'll start to make sense. If I go to Google and I type in AC repair Denver, Colorado, for example. Okay, so to make this so that it's clear, a website has a name. So for this particular website, they have used their homepage page title, which is right here, and you'll see if it says ... that means it's too long. This is your meta title for the page in conjunction with your website's name, what you would name your website. So you only have 60 characters from here to here for it to show up. Let me just mute these guys. And then this is your URL. Anything past the / is called a permalink. So you see down here it says bbb.org / Denver / accredited / air conditioner repair or air conditioning repair.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you see this chunk of text right here. This is called a meta description, and every page needs to have a different one, but it should read like a sentence. So what they did when they built the site is they just pasted this same chunk of text with every service area you want to tackle inside your keywords, your description, and your page title. And I'm curious, but I bet they did it on every page on the site. So let's see here. So not only did they do that on the home page, but they used the exact same text, the exact same labels for every page on the entire website. So I'm on.
So that makes it hard for us to be found.
Oh yeah, this is bad. Well, not just that, but you can get in trouble for this. This is so you're only allowed to have a title needs to be up to 60 characters, and it needs to be based on the keyword density on the page. So if I create a page called air conditioning, which is not a good term anyway, like people don't look for residential air conditioning, they look for AC repair, AC service, AC installation, air conditioner maintenance, air conditioner tune-ups, air conditioner installation, air conditioner replacement, but not residential air conditioning.
Okay.
So, and that's kind of all over. So if this page, for example, is about air cleaners, which they don't look for residential air cleaners, they look for a whole house air purifier, whole house air purification, whole house air purification system. That's how people look. So whatever the permalink is, this permalink needs to be specific to the issue the consumer has and the service you provide, and how it's just like a filing cabinet. So if you think about a website and pretend it's your file drawer in your office. So your website needs to go into a filing cabinet. It needs a name. So the name of your site should be something like HVAC company in city state. Every page of your website needs to be filed in a different drawer. So you have the label on the drawer, which is a permalink, that's up here. Then you have the label on the green hanging folder, which goes right here. And then you have the description, which is a brief description of this page and this drawer. And then you have quick little keywords, like if you were able to type something in. But one page can only focus on one topic. It's like creating a piece of paper, and you write Denver Heating and Air, Pure Airification, Aurora, Bennett, blah, 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 and we go down this whole big list, and then we go put it inside a filing cabinet, and we say, Mary, go find the piece of paper that's all about whole house air filtration installation in blank, Aurora. It would be impossible
Okay.
to file and impossible to find.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
It totally makes sense.
Okay, awesome. That
He
makes
doesn't
me happy.
know,
So it sounds like the person that built it really doesn't
know
know
much about the industry to put the right keywords and stuff in, or how to set up a website properly.
Yeah, I mean, it's the problem is these people are not born in the same body. Like, I mean, they don't come in the same body. It's impossible to hire Bob or Joe and they can actually do everything. They just can't. They're it's like they even have different personality styles. Like a designer, a designer is going to look at this site and they're going to say, we only have one call to action on the site. This is totally overdoing it. This is overkill versus saying
Yeah.
service the Aurora and surrounding areas.
Gotcha.
And we're missing really, you guys have primary call to actions. When people are coming to an HVAC site, they want to know, can I apply for financing? Can I schedule service? Can I schedule maintenance? Can I get an estimate? Can I schedule an in-home estimate? And you know what I mean? And the people coming to the site are different. If it's an existing client, they're probably contacting you or going to your site because they want to schedule service or schedule maintenance or sign up for your maintenance plan.
Yeah.
So it's just,
So you're saying there's not really a call to action on this thing.
no, it's just messy. It doesn't leave the consumer to take action quickly other than to place a phone call, and that's going to have your guy's phone ringing off the hook. And it also prevents somebody that's on their lunch or that's at work who, and we have to think from a consumer standpoint, this is mom and dad, they're at work, and one of the 85 things on their to-do list is don't forget to call the HVAC company, right?
Yeah.
So if they're at work and they do happen to Google for you and your site does present itself on page one, then we got to have something where if they can't place a phone call right now, what will happen is if they can't call right now and that's the only option, then they're going to leave. They're going to go back to Google when they get home or on their lunch break. And then they're going to find a different site and you'll have lost the opportunity. So you always want to have something that gives them the opportunity to schedule time to talk to you in the future, at home, on the weekend, in the evening, after work, on their lunch break, or tomorrow at 10 o'clock when they're playing hooky, whatever it is.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
are you saying then really maybe you can't help us because of the way the website's designed right now?
I can absolutely help you, but I will tell you this. If anybody tells you that they are going to quote unquote perform SEO or do marketing on this site, they are wrong. They should not do that. They should not be able to sleep at night. Only because if you guys go spend money on SEO, for example, and they're trying to optimize a site that's not designed to convert, there's no point in generating traffic that's not going to convert into a prospect.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If
100 and that totally makes sense.
Okay, awesome. So I would not say that I would want to replace your site. I mean, I wouldn't want you to spend a penny on marketing this site on anything because even if, let's say that you decided you were going to do pay-per-click tomorrow, we still have the issue of you're spending money on a pay-per-click campaign, driving them back to the site and then not converting, and that's expensive. Everything is expensive if we're sending them to a site that's not designed to convert. So let me show you some examples so you can kind of get a feel for what I'm talking about too.
Jennifer, I know, can you hear me okay?
I can.
Okay. Sorry, I was having a few technical difficulties. Want to make sure. I know that whenever I spoke with Kevin, he was telling me that, they're trying to keep some of their costs down monthly because he is still working somewhere else and kind of trying to move back over to do this full time. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So if we need to replace their website, one of the things we might need to do if they do a little bit of marketing to it, we may need to do some kind of a payment plan out for them so that we can keep their costs down.
Yeah, and
So
I
I just
will,
thought
And this is
if we're able to do that.
and this is our third. This would be our third burn on a website.
Oh,
We've done this
Lord,
for our
and we
third
hear
go
that
around.
so much. I'm so sorry. We hear that every day. Some people are on their 10th, so you ought to feel good.
Yeah. And we just want to meet. We want somebody to work with us that we don't know. I mean, I know anything and everything about running an HVAC business, but when it comes to websites and SEO and, to drive the traffic from the new modern technology, I don't know that. I mean, I
no,
know enough, but I don't know enough. I need a professional that's
Gonna help us.
going to help us do this, become the next biggest company in Denver. And that's what I'm looking for. And it seems like I just run into so many flaky people with this. So it's tough. It's very tough.
it
Well,
is.
you get what you pay for. I mean, that's what it really comes down to. You get what you pay for, and we didn't pay a ton, and that's what we got.
Well,
we got a ton of nothing.
the other hard part is even sometimes, I mean, we see it all the time where we have clients that come to us that they're paying tens of thousands of dollars for something that I would do for $100 a month. And they're
Yeah.
being just raked under the coals. So it's a balance. And the hardest part is, no different than I'm going to say before, prior to the last 10 years, my father still cracks up thinking it's hysterical that I would ever know anything about heating and air conditioning because I'm a girl and that's
Yeah.
but prior to that, it's the same thing with me. I wouldn't even have a clue how to identify a good HVAC contractor. I wouldn't know what questions to ask. I wouldn't know what NATE certification is. I wouldn't know anything. It's identical. And then in the technology world, it's worse because we're in an environment where technology and Google requirements and landscape is moving at one of the fastest rates for any industry. So it's almost like trying to learn something on quicksand. It's changing every time you learn something, it changes. So
That makes our
yeah,
world is ever changing every day.
it is. The technology world is crazy. So in my
It's moving in warp speed. It's just like Jennifer moves along so fast. You think she's fast? It's moving in warp speed, just like Star Wars.
yeah,
Right.
at the end of every one of my webinars, I always say, so this is my recommendations today. However, if you're watching this video a year from now, I might be totally wrong. so,
Right. Yeah.
so, okay.
If you were to start your own heating and air, the knowledge are you looking for a person that, if you were going to start your own heating and air conditioning company or whatever, what I do, Erica?
Yeah.
What would you do? You know what I mean? That's and being trustworthy, and honest. That's the thing. It seems like no one's honest about what they're doing. And that's why we got burned on these three websites already. It's like these people act like, oh yeah, this is what we're doing, But I'm like, well, educate me on why you're doing this, and then, oh, you don't really need to know that, and then I get somebody that is educated that's just is like, nope, this ain't right, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
So,
I can't even imagine how you would challenge them. It's, I'm in a different space. I wasn't born and bred in the advertising industry. Most people that are in this industry are born and bred in the advertising industry, and advertising started to fail, and they realize, oh, I should get digital, and then they have, faked it as much as possible. My background is global operations, supply chain, and logistics, and I have for the last 12 years built, bought, and sold thousands of companies. Um, so it's different, and what you're looking for is you need a consultant and an intermediary in between all of the technical experts. Because if you take my designer, my developer, my SEO engineer, my social media guy, my content guy, and our server guy, and you put them in a room and they talk about a website, it's like a full-on war because everyone has a different perspective. and
yeah.
And don't worry, I grew up in the industry.
yeah, you have made the transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard. I mean, but you want that. so what happens in our world, a designer will pull together a design and we'll present it and you guys will go, yes, I love it. Let's roll with it. And then we'll get to development and the developer will come back and go, you guys are crazy. Why would we do this? This is going to cause this problems. It's going to cause this problems. This is going to be insecure. We can't update this. And then we go, all we have to do is say, okay.
Yeah.
They're the technical experts. Same thing with the server team coming in and saying, you know, no, don't do that. That's bad. That's going to cause issues from a server hosting and maintenance standpoint. It's going to cause too many resources. It's going to make the site insecure, unable to be updated. There's so many different elements that there's no way we could cover this in one meeting. But what you would have is a group of I mean, we've got over 60 full-time staff members that cover 45 different departments. And they are technical experts in their area. And then we have a group of us that help them take all of their awesome technical expertise and convert it to something based on the goals of the business, based on the mindset of the business owner, and based on the capabilities from a budget and time standpoint. And it's really how it boils down.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
We have a little budget right now, but we want to grow. So as we grow, our budget grows. You know, I mean, I'm okay with spending $10,000 a month to help grow it if I have the calls and stuff coming in. You know what I mean? I gotta have the proof that it's working. Essentially, you know, so that's why money doesn't really scare me so much, because I know I need to spend enough money to make it happen, but the calls got to come in to make it happen. That's scary.
Yeah. So for any, I'm going to call it a startup, because technically in the digital space, this would be considered a startup. For any startup, the most difficult period is the transition, is going from I'm spending money to when do I get that first call? When do I make my first dollar off this investment? And I can help you guys plan for that, because that's hard and you want to go into that process having a realistic expectation. So let me show you just some little kind of clues that are going to help you guys get an idea of. So let's say that you had the perfect website. Let's leave that to the side. Now, your business, you guys are, where's your actual, are you guys working out of your home?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And is this the city, Henderson?
Yes, let's stick with Henderson.
Okay, so we'll stick with that for now. So remember I was going through the file draw scenario. So the way to look at this is every phrase and location that you want to go after has a specific number of pages in that drawer. So this particular phrase and location has 1.2 million pages in this drawer. In order to get listed on page 1 of Google, you're competing with some really big companies, Home Advisor, Better Business Bureau, Yelp, and so forth. And this would probably take 12 plus months to get ranked here if you had everything going for you, if you're perfect. And that is website, reviews, local listings, social media, engagement, content, blogging. It's everything perfect. So what you need to do, or what we need to do, is we need to find what are the phrases and locations that we can get rankings quicker, because you got to make money, and it has to be also, you got to plan it for seasons. So if there's, for example, AC Repair Henderson, Colorado, there's 757,000. So basically whatever this number is, that's your months. So if this is 7 months, it is no good to put you guys on page 1 of Google 7 months from now for AC Repair Henderson.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because you're in your heating season.
Yeah, correct.
So that.
No, we're in you're reversed. Yeah, we're in the AC season, the heating season.
Yeah. So if we started on this right now, and we're 7 months from now is what? February? No,
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying in 7 months.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. 7 months. Yeah, we'd be in the heating. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
January. So this is a big mistake a lot of digital marketing companies make is they just randomly go pick your key phrases and don't think about the fact you're in Colorado and what's the weather going to be in January.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotcha.
So, okay, so let's go AC service. That's 1.3. Let's go installation. 2.5. Geez. Okay, so there's
Holy
one. So this is
And
a
that's what I want to be in is a replacement, so that number is lower.
yes,
Make more money in replacement than service by far.
exactly. Yeah, so in your business model, you guys should be breaking things into for example, in your spring and your fall, you're going after tune-ups and service. And the reason you go after tune-ups and service is so that you can convert service and tune-up clients into long-term maintenance agreements. And if you
Yes.
can,
Yes. I totally 150% agree and understand that 100%. That's the foundation of the company.
awesome. Yeah, you guys need residual. You've got to have
Yep.
residual income. Otherwise, you're going to have too big of peaks and valleys in your business to retain quality staff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's literally this
Yeah.
non-careful, meticulous planning of how we work all this and consider staffing and consider seasons and so forth. So replacement is good, but 5 months out plus building a website, we're still putting ourselves in the middle of winter.
Gotcha.
So let's see if we can find something that we can make some money on quick. So talk to me about the cities that are close to Henderson. What else are we working with?
Brighton, Thornton.
We'd be like Brighton, Thornton. I'm even willing to go to like, Brighton. I don't know how bad. I know this sounds kind of. They're the smaller towns. I mean, I could go to Bolton. Yeah, I just want
kind of think of maybe some suburbs. That's generally like maybe some suburbs.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you want to be careful. 100% of nothing is nothing. So going after a big populated area, yes, there's more opportunity, there's more homeowners, there's more there's more deals out there. But if you can't get there for the next year or 6 months, then it doesn't work. So
yeah.
Does anywhere come to mind where there is a smaller community somewhat, but they have the higher disposable incomes?
higher
Does that make
See,
sense?
that's where. Yeah, that would be more. With me, would be more of like the Louisville, Boulder area, Erie, Louisville. So go directly west of from where we're at. That's where that would be. And that's what I was thinking, kind of where the money's at. I really say that. That's where the money's at, where I can make, your income ratios high, quite a bit higher. Where Brighton, it's kind of an older rundown town. There's not money in that town, I guess to say.
Okay, so Erie, are you saying those are higher end properties?
Yeah, Erie, Louisville, and Boulder.
Okay, so far, AC replacement, Erie, Colorado, perfect. Ugh. AC installation, tough. Service, 9933.
That's huge, isn't it?
Repair. Okay, so you have repair and replacement where you could still be in your season if we moved really quick. You could still be in your season and start getting the phone to ring for air conditioning. And
Gotcha.
That's what this is about, is even if you start with 3 phrases, I mean, we need to nail them dead on and get the phone to ring, get some money in the door so you can add more phrases. It's just that simple.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's another thing why because we run our own business. I mean, obviously we run our own business now, all word of mouth right now. And I work for a utility company too, so I still have a regular job. And then that was the whole point of doing a webpage to start growing. So, and I knew that this is something that doesn't happen overnight. That makes me feel really good that you're telling me this is something that's even if we work really, really fast, we're going to miss the end of the AC season type of scenario, which that makes me know that I agree on that,
Okay.
type of thing.
Okay.
So it's something even, I mean, I could be preparing for just the winter season, that it's there, but type of thing. So, okay.
STALH heater installation, Erie.
I want it.
So that's
Yeah.
for you guys. So let me see here, Colorado. So you guys, they're referring to them as heaters and furnaces.
Gotcha.
Um,
Furnace installation.
Yep, furnace installation. 434, 590. That puts you right into your winter. All of those, and Erie specifically, are good to go.
Okay. How about Boulder? How about let's go Louisville, Boulder. I go try Louisville.
Okay, furnace service.
Yeah, LO. It's actually LOU. Yeah, there it is right there. You got it.
Okay, so 390. That's good. Repair. One. So you can this.
Oh, that's right.
That's game on.
That's game on. Okay.
That's game on. I'm putting this in a chat real quick.
Louisville is a good area too.
But that's preferred. I mean, you're looking. I mean, is that page number going to change? Results going to change when it's colder though, or not really?
No.
Is there a lot of people that stand doing this, or they just
no? It'll change over time because more people are doing what you're doing. They're getting more savvy. The industry's behind as a whole, so it doesn't change as rapidly as like medical or real estate or legal. So you guys have a slower growth process for digital.
Okay.
The industry as a whole, all contractors do.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome news to hear from you.
Yeah.
Kind of a bummer at the same time.
No, great for you. You guys, I'll tell you, it has run across my hand a few times. I'm like, well, I would just open up a heating and air conditioning company and just clean house.
Yeah. What did you do? I mean, like I said, I understand anything and everything about running an HVAC company as the general manager and all that stuff. It's just this side is where I lack at. And I need somebody like you that knows what the heck they're doing, and that's not going to sugarcoat and just get our money. Like, let's make this happen together, not like, oh, well, seems like everybody's after the money and not really the results.
No, and I always try and prep people in advance that it's not my job to tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah, correct.
It's my job to just be real. I have a client that let their kid get into their website and start making changes after we had done all this work, and her main point was we don't want as many pages as we have, so we're going to consolidate everything. And I mean, it just tanked everything that we had done. And I'm like, well, then you should cancel your SEO plan. Because I don't like results.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
So what do we do?
Yeah, so where do we go?
Okay, so
that website you had up, we really liked. That first one you had up there, Sean, we really liked that one. We just post our logo on that and go with it.
Well, I'll tell you, we do have this down. So, yeah, as long as you trust us and we can make decisions and we've got to, when it comes to the website, this is the biggest thing to remember. We need to build the assets we need to build the website based on the assets you already have and the assets we bring to the table, and we need to get it live as fast as possible. So there's going to be lots of ideas and grandiose schemas, and I want to build this awesome maintenance program and online signups. There will be a lot of that. Just remember, get the flipping website live as fast as possible, and then start building, start adding. And that's the biggest.
So don't worry about all that now. Just get it off the ground. Basically.
Get it off the ground, yep. And we'll do it right. Okay. So all the things that we're going to do that are not considered or in your current site.
That's the one we like right here. This is the central area. That's the website we like.
You like that? Awesome. Yeah. So
you guys really and they're about everything that we do in our business. It's probably about 90% HVAC. So you're with the right company talking about your industry.
Correct.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
around
So
80.
you know the industry. You know what you're putting in there, basically.
Yeah, and so things you're going to have on your site that we're going to take care of. So one, you're going to have a resources area. We're going to make sure you've got an FAQ area, so when customers get there, they can go through the quick FAQs. We're going to make sure that you have a terminology area, a troubleshooting system, a SARE calculator, all the basics. We'll make sure are on the site.
Okay.
We'll make sure that if you don't have these things, apply for financing, sign up for maintenance, extended service agreements. If that's all, if it's not perfected, it's fine. Leave it off for now, and then we'll add it when we get on a strategy call somewhere down the line.
Okay.
You'll have a reviews page. You'll have a service areas. You'll have an integrated blog. And all of this we'll have prepped and ready for you. We don't need any, you don't have to coach us on any of it. It's already done.
Okay.
Okay, this is the terminology area. So we've already got all of your guys' acronyms. We have all the terminology. Anywhere that you use this acronym somewhere else on the website, it's going to automatically pull over the definition like this.
Okay.
Okay. You'll have a troubleshooting system on the site. So we want to keep you guys from getting negative reviews. Best way to do that is to make sure you don't go on a service call because they didn't change the battery in their thermostat or their AC breaker is off.
Correct.
So
Gotcha.
the troubleshooting system is going to give them the basics. We're not going to send them into the attic, but the idea is that if it's something simple they can fix, they need to do that themselves. If the system or our process resolves the problem for them, it's going to say, great, glad we could help, bookmark our site, come back. So we want to give them a reason to bookmark an HVAC site, which is already hard enough.
Correct.
And then if it doesn't solve the problem as they go through it, then the system is going to tell them you need an expert, schedule service.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
You'll have a SARE calculator. So when you guys are talking about sitting down at the table with somebody and talking through their,
I use that. I use that every day.
I love that.
Right now. I don't. I use that as that's how I use that as a selling tool and then payback on financing. And I'm very, 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 very sales driven. So yes, that is cool as hell that you have that on there. Nobody around here believes me in that stuff at all, and that's why I do so well in sales. But yes, I'm all about that.
You're with me. Like one question I always ask our contractors, do you ask them when the last time they purchased an HVAC system was? Because if they say 10 years ago, you immediately better go into value because they think this thing's going to cost, $2,000.
Yep, correct. Yep.
So,
Yes.
awesome. So that's how this page is set up, is to really help you with your presentation. You're going through the value proposition of having a higher efficiency system, the financing options available, any promotions, and these may be rebates, manufacturer's discounts, energy efficiency discounts, tax credits, or promotions.
Yes. Holy cow, yes.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I'm on this. That's what I use every day right now with the company I'm at right now. But they don't have, on the website, that's way cool, actually.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Okay.
We're building a heating calculator. We're just having a little bit of trouble figuring out the math. So if you ever want to volunteer and help them, you can.
Okay. I probably could help you with that, to be honest with you. In Denver, I could definitely help you out. I don't know about other, but yeah, I could. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, whoever helps us gets whatever we build for free. So
Okay. I hear you.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and we have clients that bring good ideas to the table all the time, and if it makes sense and it's something we know we can resell, we build it. We're building a wicked mobile app right now that we're going to launch. We should be ready in 3 months from now, but getting a HVAC company to have a mobile app that a consumer would actually put on their phone and keep is really hard. So we spent probably 9 months developing the concept of what it would be and doing, all of the research with consumers and saying, would this be valuable? Would you keep it? Would you use it? And we kept going through it. How are we going to make these guys more money, get more business? And we have the coolest platform coming out later So
Cool.
it's really fun.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Now service areas. Let's go through this real quick. So, well, tell me this first. What budget number are you guys comfortable with for a monthly investment? Don't worry about upfront costs for the website. I'll figure that out. But for the monthly investment, what are you guys comfortable with?
If I'm thinking, to be 100% honest with you, I'm thinking right now we're anywhere from $400 to $500, probably like for the first 6 months.
Okay.
And then and like I said, there's a lot of that's kind of the plan. And then after the first 6 months, once I leave, get away from my job that I'm at now, and I start going full. I'm already full time, but away from my job, going double full time, I guess. I'm willing to go like all the way up to probably $1,000 for 6 months once the phone starts ringing, once we start getting the calls and stuff like that. If that makes sense, or sooner. If the phone starts ringing and I can get away sooner, then our goals go bigger, and then the budget goes bigger.
Awesome. Okay. So
are y'all going to have any accrual funds from Gary Pacific? Have you got any of those mounting up yet? I know that right now Linux is your main brand, but you're taking on Daikin, right?
Yeah, we're my main brand is Linux big time right now. I actually had a lunch meeting with the Gary Pacific guy this morning to go over marketing dollars and all that stuff. So I am kind of in the process of that. It wouldn't be Daikin though. They're not. I don't know. I don't really know. They're kind of not putting Daikin in Colorado. So be more on the Mana. So I'm working that now. Yes. So.
Well, the good thing is that when you start building up accruals with them and so forth, then those dollars can be used for this as well.
Correct. And that's toward, obviously that's towards you guys too. Yeah, and I that was our lunch meeting we had this morning to kind of talk to them about, how accruing dollars and what they do and all that stuff. And of course, you guys don't deal with Linux, so I mean, obviously that probably wouldn't come from Linux either, I'm assuming. So on that.
yeah, most of our clients, they call us every time they've got accrual funds. They either do it quarterly or they wait and they think we're the tax guys and they all call us in March.
Yeah, oh, gotcha.
Our March
no, I would love to have Mana help pay for this. That's kind of where I'm at with a lot of stuff. So yes, I'm working that.
Good deal. Okay, well, I'm going to be really creative with your proposal. We will,
okay.
Beverly and I will break every rule in the book to modify it so that you guys get a new site and that we have some dollars going towards lead generation activities. Primarily, I think SEO is the best place to start out.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you have $100 extra, contact us. As soon as you have another 100, contact us. And because every time you can add to it, we'll add something else that you need because you need a lot. So let me go through this real quick.
Gotcha. So I've kind of told you where I would feel comfortable with, but I'm saying, of course, Erica has me now. But anyway, so what if you were to do this yourself to be pretty aggressive in the next 6 months to a year? What kind of budget would you say you would put yourself against? Like if you were, and take yourself to do your own company, you need to be really running by yourself with 3 techs in 3 to 6 months to get the phone to be ringing. Where would you put yourself, would you say, on money-wise?
So without going too far down, let me just go to what's the fastest way to get in here.
And by the way,
get the phone to ring.
They're always giving extra phrases, so always make sure that they like you.
Gotcha.
Make friends with the SEO guys.
Gotcha.
So you guys, these are just SEO investments, not all different, not SEO, local search, social. So I'm telling you, ranges from 3,700 to thousands to It's all over the board. So I have clients. This one is a great example. Let me show you their rankings so you can get an idea. And what you guys will see really quick from us is everything is transparent. Our guys communicate in your project management system freely. You can see everything we're doing, good, bad, and indifferent, and you'll never be wondering
Okay.
what we're doing or where your reports or status are.
Gotcha.
So Arnold Air, this is a great example. These guys started with us a few years ago when we first got them. They had a couple trucks and they had 10 phrases in their plan.
Okay.
Okay. So you can kind of see their progression. And this is what I mean is we do quarterly reviews. So let me do all time. Okay. So this kind of shows you how they're progressing from February of 2016, which is this is a new reporting system. They've been with us longer than that, but see how they're
Okay.
adding continuously. So this is showing you the key phrase in their plan, and this is the rank on Google. So it's page 1, number 1. It moved up 3 places. This is the next one,
Okay.
page 1, number 1. So as you go down, these guys are up to 145 key phrases in their plan. So they went from
Okay.
a $500 budget to around a $5,000 budget in 2 years. They also
Okay.
have 15 techs, 15 trucks.
Gotcha.
And that's,
How
go ahead.
how many calls do you think that drives them?
I don't have call tracking set up on them,
Okay.
and they're not using our scheduling system. So if you guys are using our scheduling system, which is this, then I can track all leads and opportunities that come in through the web. If you're on our call tracking system, then I can track phone calls as well. If
Okay.
not, then the only indication I have of leads being generated is you're continuing to add more phrases.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
um, if you're using those systems, which they have cost because they're third-party applications, but I'll show you what we look for. We are nosy Rosie, like you wouldn't believe. Okay, so that's with me. Let me go through. No appointment request. Okay, so this is, who is this? I think this is Tempo. So this is what we get to see if you're in our CRM system. So this is an appointment for service. And this came in directly through the scheduling system.
Okay.
That's mine. This is Humphreys. So we watch, and we only have visibility to this if you're on our scheduling system, but we watch every lead that comes in, at least in the beginning months, or if we do a major
Okay.
change, we send it to our CI client leads email, and all of the management team that is particular about this, I'll say, we watch them all.
Okay.
The other thing you'll notice is you'll see our guys, it's not unlikely for them to send you a message and say, hey, did you get your lead? And if we see a lead that sends a message and they say, I submitted a request and no one got back to me, you might get a note from 5 of us.
Gotcha.
Do not let
We'll
your
take a,
expire.
yeah, correct.
So,
Okay. Wow. Okay.
yeah, and we watch these really careful. Okay, so here's a good example. This is attorney. These are all leads coming in, so right here, that is my SEO guy being concerned about this particular client getting back with their leads.
Gotcha. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
And that's everything we do on the tracker, which is, somewhat part of your guys' service that you do with us with the web page and stuff.
Yeah, so the online scheduling and tracking or CRM system is $40 with an item, which you can start off with that. I'm going to keep it low. I am going to put that in the proposal.
Okay.
I'm going to do a ridiculous payment plan for your website,
Okay.
and I'll take the flack for it later. And then we're going to do key phrases and content writing because you need both.
Okay.
And you'll have the CRM system, you'll have hosting, maintenance, and you'll have hosting maintenance support will take care of the website for you. So I'm thinking out of the gate, it's going to be website. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. How are you on time? You got a minute? I can finish this.
No, I'm totally, I'm good. I'm totally 100% fine.
Okay.
On time.
So let's do this really quick and we'll get this done. Okay, so this is going to be your proposal. So we're going to go with website. And we're going to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
I don't necessarily need all those. I mean, we got to slow some of them down. I don't care. I just kind of, type of scenario.
We'll probably use those and want you to have more.
Okay.
So 27. And you don't have any blog content. That makes that easy. Okay, so this is going to be 7 times 40 equals 0.80. Okay, so 1500 equals 2580. 2580. That's your website. Logo design. That's fine. We can just roll with that.
We paid, so that logo we had all that done and stuff, so we have the rights and all that stuff to it. I don't know if that's
okay. Awesome. Yep, we'll use that. So what you're missing is for content, we've got all the primaries, but we're missing the variations. So I'm going to say that we go with 6 variations for air conditioning and 6 variations for heat. Why is that heating?
Okay.
So I don't want heating and cooling
together.
And I got to have at least 300 words on the page. Okay, we're going to start with 12. So it'll be AC repair, service, installation, replacement, maintenance, tune-up, and same thing for heating. And we'll fix all those pages, and then the rest of it we come back to later.
Okay.
So that's 12, which is 1080. No landing page. I'm going to waive this, but I will include it. No. Okay, so that's 36. So I'm going to add a section here that is pre-approved. Okay, and I'm going to come back to that and I'm going to come up with that.
Okay.
This is going to be, okay, so for the CRM, I want you to have this, but we're just going to start off with this one, and then we can add scheduling in later, which it doesn't make sense for scheduling if you're working full-time anyway.
Yeah, correct. Try to keep the cost a little bit low for now.
Yep, included. Oops. Okay, so that's 40. I'm not going to do the refresh and replacement plan. Absolutely add this later. Basically, this gives you a new website every 18 to 24 months. Newest technology, newest bells and whistles, whatever we built, it's in there.
Okay.
Your site doesn't become outdated technology-wise, causing security issues.
Problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your hosting and maintenance. And then we're going to do, so is 5 times 5 equals. So if I did 5 phrases, that's 150. And we need to be really particular about the 5 phrases. Oops.
Okay.
And then when you get to at every 10 phrases, you get bonus phrases. And the guys give away phrases without me knowing anyway. So I find out when I'm on a strategy meeting with you and go, oh,
What did you do?
okay. Okay, so we're going to do 2 off-page articles.
Remember, I said just make sure they like you, and then they do that all the time.
Yeah, Mandeep is the main point of contact for building a quality relationship with. And everybody's hot button is no shows for meetings because my team, they're all so busy that if you can do anything you can to make sure that you make a scheduled appointment with them, try to, or reschedule it. That way they can use that hour for somebody else because they're all slammed.
Okay.
So 50, that's 80 plus. Okay, so maybe is 130. Yeah, okay, we're not doing pay-per-click, we're not doing retargeting, no local. When you're ready, the 3 things that I would want to add when you're ready. So let me go by financial investment, lowest to highest.
Okay.
Financial investment, lowest to highest would be Facebook, at least the level 1 would be first. That's $100.
What's that include? What's that? So we have Facebook. We've kind of already somewhat started it, but like, what is all that? And like, what does all that include? What do you guys do? I mean, is it essentially you run the Facebook account and do updating on it, stuff like that, or what? How does that work? I guess. What do you guys do?
So it depends on what other services we're doing because the departments work together. In a nutshell,
Okay.
So let's say that you had, here's an example. So first off, we do all the branding, make sure that it's consistent. Second thing is,
Okay.
you have the ability to put in promotions and discounts. Our guys design all the graphics and do the posting for you for those promotions.
Okay.
Now, if you're on our local listings and reviews monitoring program, which is another $100, we set up and optimize the top 60 local listings accounts. So all of these where you guys have wrong phone numbers or missing information or you're not set up at all, we would set up all 60 of these accounts, optimize them, make sure all your phone numbers and company names and addresses, everything is perfect. And we would do the reviews monitoring. So if you get a positive review on one of these, then we would send it to the designers. The designers create a pretty graphic like this. And then the designers send it to the social media team, and the social media team posts this on your page every 6 months for the next 15 years, for example.
Gotcha. Okay.
So promotions, tips, holidays, also things that are, we try and do things that are going to, social worthy. Why are computers like air conditioners? They quit working when you open Windows. I love that. So, all stuff like this.
Come downstairs, guys, please. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I got kids running around. Being a little noisy. But all right, gotcha.
Yeah, you're good. So promotions. And it's all professional promotions. And then they'll also do things that are social worthy to try and get engagement. So homeowners, I watched YouTube.
Oh, gotcha. Yes. That's a normal one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How to prepare for summer severe weather conditions, those kind of things.
How big is that, do you think? I mean, that's like definitely, I'm not a Facebook person at all. The wife is. I mean, that's a pretty big thing that's coming to the table now, correct, for businesses?
Well, yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah, and all of this is interconnected. So when you look at, this is your report, and I'll make sure you have a copy of it. Every one of these things is interconnected. If you have, when Google is evaluating how to rank your site, it's looking at all of this. Do you have a Facebook
Uh-huh.
page? Right now, your guys' is set up for restricted access, so we can't crawl it, which we don't want to do that.
Okay.
You have a Twitter account, you have 2 followers. You don't have any technical reviews that are tied into a review system or your website, that's a problem. Your local listings aren't done, your Google business listing is not done. There's no organic referrals, you don't have any backlinks. There's just pretty much, we're starting from ground zero.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
now when you compare, so when we go through the competitor analysis, we look at how your website stacks up to those people who currently are in page 1, position 1. And in order for you to beat them, you have to do better at all these things. So even though we're going to focus on SEO, your SEO is going to be effective, but not leveraged, and not as effective as it would be if we had your social media running, your local listings running, and a reviews program. They're all connected.
Okay.
Because Google's looking at your overall company equity and trust ranking online, and it's calculating everything.
Okay.
So the 3 things that would be most important would be social media, $100, at least get the basics done. Local marketing, which is consisting of 3 different things. One is the top 60 accounts setup and optimization, local reviews monitoring. This one is when you will make a significant difference in your overall marketing.
Okay.
This is so you see on this site how we have local reviews. We have all these stars in the map.
Okay. Yep.
So we install a mobile app on your phone, or you install it on your phone, and every time you go on a job, you check in. Every time you get done at a job, so when you check in, you'll have your initials, and it'll say you did air duct cleaning, or you did a AC installation or AC replacement. Little quick check-in, and Google's going to tag your geolocation based on your phone. Then when you're done with the job, you ask the customer for a quick review. You send them a text message, you're there with them, and you get them to give you a review. Every time you get a review in a specific city, we go build a page for that city. So you'll see how this city's service areas is Jacksonville, Florida air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
And every one of their cities has a page once they have a review on it. So you see all these pages.
Mm-hmm.
Now you are, so what they attempted to do in this top area with this junk, this is how you actually do that.
Okay.
You have to have a unique page for each location and one phrase, and then you have to have content flowing to the page consistently. And that's Google's SEO schema to show that this is going to rank. Now, I'll show you how your world changes if I look for electricians Atlanta. So notice this has 18.3 million pages in it.
Yes.
You see these guys are sitting right here. They've got stars showing up on their listing, their ratings, 765 reviews, and they're sitting on page 1, position 1 of Google for their service area page for Atlanta. This is how we do
Correct. Off of reviews.
Yes.
Gotcha. Well, because we do a lot of, I know reviews is a big thing too, but I was kind of doing stuff off of Yelp, but like the review buzz, stuff like that, I was kind of looking into too. But this is what you're saying, you guys can control this yourself internally with you instead of going to like review buzz and stuff like that, right?
Any of that stuff. All you're doing is helping promote the Review Buzz website. I want you to benefit.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. See, and I didn't know, and I know that reviews create a lot. I mean, I guess I've done a lot of research, and I realize that, so that makes sense now. That
Yeah,
if you guys do that, then that's awesome.
You only have 2 priorities for reviews. The first one is, let's see here. It's pure AC. So let me grab this. Oops. Let me see what comes up. Okay. Pure air solutions. What city are you in? what was it called?
Henderson. We're in Henderson, Colorado.
Okay.
There we are, right there. We're number 1, yay, on Angie's list, and number 2.
Yes. So what I need is I need this to be your listing with your correct information.
Yeah, that's not mine at all. That's not us at all. That's weird. Okay.
So, and that's bad because this is the first place that people are going to look. They won't look here first, and they're going to look for reviews, and it's going to say 1 star, and they're not going to know the difference. So the problem right now is if you get a referral and somebody goes to Google and they type in Pure Air Solutions LLC Henderson, if they see this, they could jet out before they ever call you, and you would never know. So,
Gotcha. So how do I change that to be more specific about them and not them? You know, how do I do that? Because the number 1 and number 2 that's us, but that one on the right side of the picture is not us.
right. So when we do your Google business listings, which is this local marketing area I was going over, we'll fix that. In the meantime, you guys can go to googlemybusiness.com and set up your Google business listing. They're going to send you a code in the mail that you have to validate.
Okay.
But
so my googlemybusiness.com, you said?
googlemybusiness.com, yep.
Okay.
So the first thing is set up your Google, no, it's not that. It's Google My Business. So just search for Google My Business and it'll pop up right here.
Okay.
Okay? And then when you get here, go through the setup process and finish it completely. Don't cut any corners. Finish every line item on there. And then immediately get your friends, your family, whoever you know to go give you reviews quickly.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, send us the link. We'll go do it as well. That's the best place to start. That'll at least get you on the map. Right now, it's not even on Google Maps, so we need to fix that.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so what I have you at right now is I have 420. So I need your website payment to be $80 a month to keep you at 500 exactly. So let me do the math backwards. So it's going to be 3660 divided by 80 equals 45 months. They're going to kill me.
Gotcha.
46 months of $80 per month. Okay.
Can I cut you off faster? Correct. I appreciate it. I would rather, right now, we'll do the payment plan, but it's something that I want to pay off I'm a very cash-oriented person. So I want to pay it off as fast as we can.
So here's the thing. You have an opportunity to use us as your investors. If you have extra money, I would rather have you put it towards adding more phrases, getting Google business listings, getting your local listings, your nearby now, your social media. Do that because you'll get way more money. As long as we're not charging you financing fees, which we're not, then leverage the cash to make more money instead of paying us off because I'm fine with this. We'll just work and you'll be our case.
No, that makes a lot. That makes more that does make more sense then. Okay.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
So I think this one is not. Okay, everything looks good. I have this going to Pure Air Solutions 2010 at Yahoo.
Yep, correct.
All right.
Is that math right in my eyes? I'm looking at it. It's 3660 divided by 48, right?
No, divided by 80.
Oh my goodness. Okay, cool.
Because I need it to be $80 a month. That'll make their total monthly investment, the 420 plus the 80 is 500, period.
I got it.
Gotcha.
Okay. And
you guys own that. Well, obviously you own that website, correct?
Well,
it's something that
we
for now until we pay it off.
Yeah. You need to pay it off. You could absolutely cancel and transfer it. You would have to pay off the balance. We don't
Correct.
want to own your website. We want you to own your website. So it's not,
Okay.
it's only just to have.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, I got you that. So if we stopped working with you, then yes, we owe the rest of the balance to. Okay.
Yeah.
Which it sounds like this is awesome. It sounds like that we're gonna definitely have the relationship with you guys 100% on this. And I want to be that company that you guys just now showed me that went from $500 a month to $5,000 a month in 2 years. That's my ambition and where we're going with it. I'll be honest with you, I want to be $10,000 in 5 years. You know what I mean?
I love that.
I want to have 30 techs on the road. So
I
type
love
of thing.
that. So
Yes.
it's a process. It's a lot of education. Trust the team. They will guide you correctly. And
Hmm.
sometimes they're going to say, I'm not saying no, I'm just saying not yet.
Correct. Gotcha. Well, it's funny that on the side note, like I talked to Erica about, companies are only as big as your leader. You're only as strong as your leader type thing. And you being the leader, and you've been awesome with me and Erica. You've talked about everything that we've wanted people to come across and actually do. Like we ask people these questions and they just kind of like, well, you need to pay us to do all this stuff. So that shows the kind of team that's behind you, because I strongly believe that you're only strong as your leader. So if you got a good leader, you got a strong team behind you,
Oh,
type of thing. So
love them. You will love everyone. They are, just remember as you're talking to people, if you ask a specific question and they're like, then the question went to the wrong person. So they'll get you to the right person. So
gotcha.
they are subject
Gotcha.
matter experts. They're good at their area. They're geniuses at their area, and they work together and they collaborate, but they don't all have all the same perception as I do or the same answers, but collaboratively they do.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay?
Well, we're very confident with you guys to help us move forward. So let's move forward.
All right.
Definitely. With
Awesome.
everything. So
Awesome. You guys have this proposal. It's a digital proposal. It's easy to complete. There's a little button that'll say next, next, next. Just fill out all the blanks and
okay.
sign it, send it back. We'll sign it, and then you guys are going to go through an onboarding process. You are going to get a series of 5 emails over 5 days that are going to have your initial setup tasks. Pay close attention to those 5 emails and finish whatever the task is. So this is all the pain in the butt stuff that we have to do, like getting logins and passwords, getting you to tell us what your seasons are,
Okay.
So just complete those 5 things. As soon as you have those 5 tasks done, then you will have a
Okay.
giant project launch call with all of the different resources on the team. We will make sure we'll double check everything that you submitted. We'll go through and do a general design discussion for your site. And then within a couple days, you'll have a new design for your site. You guys will approve your design or submit changes. Once your design's approved, then you will move to development. Once you're in development, they will do the content writing, the development, pull together your entire website in about 15 to 20 days.
Okay.
And then you will have to approve that site. And once you approve it for go live, then boom, your site's live and we're in marketing mode. And everything I talked about is in this atrociously long OCD document.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Okay.
And then pretty sharp guy, so I think you can probably fill out the green fields. But if you need my help, I can, help you through that. It's all it is just really putting your information and then hitting next, next, next. But what do you think you might be filling it out? Because I'll be keeping an eye on it so that I can call our financial department, because you'll get a call from Lorenzo Pearson. He just kind of goes over everything to make sure everything is what we have just said it is.
I would say Erica will probably. She's she's the one that does a lot of that. So I'm sure she works from home, so she's working till 6. I'm sure we'll have a lot of it filled out tonight, or even first thing tomorrow morning. We need to move on this now. I mean, it's something that I wish we could speed up and do everything now. So definitely will be the next day, less than the next day or so. You should see all this.
Okay, and I'll check with you tomorrow to kind of see if you had any questions on filling it out. And I'll just kind of keep an eye, because I can go back and look and see if it hasn't been all filled out. And then the sooner we get that done, the sooner we can start rocking.
Okay, gotcha. And then one other question, Jennifer. So as money starts coming in and we feel more comfortable, I mean, should I just, I mean, who do I do? I mean, how much more money would you say if I'm moving aggressive, what I should be dumping into it? Just move up on each package type of thing? Or what would your suggestion be as money starts coming in, as the phone starts ringing, I guess?
So
Or is there somebody that'll strategize that with me?
yeah, you'll have quarterly strategy sessions. The three things you can plan for right now that I know you need is the Facebook, plan $100 a month, the local business listings, the 60 local business listings account, plan for 200, and the
Okay.
Google, or excuse me, the nearby now reviews system. But that only works when you're
Okay.
actually out doing calls and you have appointments. So
Yeah.
300 a month. Those are the first three things you can budget for. And then after that, it's all about adding more SEO key phrases, content writing, pay per click, those kind of things. And that would be like a phase three. And then it's a math.
Okay.
Then it's, you just need to be in the situation where you know if you invest $1, you get three back. And so when you
Yeah.
get comfortable and you get to that point, then it's not about what's my budget. It's about what do I want to make? Where do I want to grow? Do I have the staff and resources to handle it?
Bingo. Yes. That's okay. That's the point I want to be at within like a year and a half, 2 years. That's definitely where I want to be, type thing. So that's awesome you say that, because I think that too. I mean, I don't, and like I said earlier, if I spend $10,000 with you guys, then if I can get that back and make $30,000, and I know on my side I can do that with the right resources, I'm all about doing it. Obviously, I can't do that now, but my knowledge I can, but I don't have the resources and the money to do that right now. But when I'm at that point, I'm all about it, type of thing. So
You
I guess
have
as I grow as a company, you grow as a company too.
that
So
you have the right mindset. Every once in a while I'll have somebody look at our expense statement and they look at a particular line item and they're like, "Oh my gosh, why are we spending blank?" And I'm like, "I will write that check all day long without even blinking because I know the
um,
income that's generated from it is 10 times as much." And that's getting to that point. It's definitely taken me 12 years. However,
yeah,
that's where the first phase is, can I turn $1 into two? Can I turn $1 into three? Can I turn $1 into four? And keep going that way. And it gets easier as you get bigger. It's harder when you're smaller. It's like
gotcha.
a small business has to invest 15 to 20% of their gross revenue into marketing in
Yep.
order to grow, whereas a
Yes.
large company is only investing 3 to 7% into marketing and branding.
Correct. I've got kind of, my thought was in 2000, because I'm really thinking I got 6 months early growth. So 2017, I've got my marketing budget. I'm trying to sit at $20,000 or 20%. So I'm trying to be very aggressive and gain all the service agreements. I believe that that's a huge foundation. Those are customers that you gain. You once you're in their house, you just show that who you are, sticker their furnaces, send out thank you letters, all that good stuff. So now you have a customer that's always going to be there, and you gain more customers,
Yeah.
type of scenario. So
Everyone
that's a big part, how to gain those customers.
Heck
So
yeah. Every one of those things we can help you streamline and or maximize. So little tiny things like getting maintenance agreements. We can develop an
hmm
online maintenance agreement where somebody can sign up right online, put in their information, sign up, you've got a digital contract, boom, you're moving. Then you can move it to where they
okay,
can sign up online, they can put in their credit card and it can move to recurring. That's out of the way. Then you
perfect.
can, for your customer follow-up and feedback, you can implement automated email drip campaigns that have videos that are personal in nature but
Yep.
standardized. And you can
hmm
set it up to where when you go do an install, all you do is put in the email and the name, and you put them into a specific drip campaign that will take care of the quarterly, the semi-annually. I mean, there's what
Nice.
where you're
Okay.
at that a lot of businesses are not at is you're first
Yes.
off, you have the right mindset. Second off, you understand
hmm
leveraging technology. Third, you understand marketing investments. And the biggest thing is you're not too far down this path to feel like it's overwhelming to do it right. And
Yes.
most of these HVAC companies, it's second and third generation companies, and their dads have done it
Yes.
a certain way. They've already invested in Microsoft SharePoint, which is thousands of dollars, and they could be using Google Apps, which is free.
Yep.
But
Yep.
it's too difficult for them to process the transition. So you are in a good position before you spend any money on any technology, even phone systems. I mean, if you think about spending money on technology, or you think about something that is a redundant duplicate process, always call and have a conversation. I'm happy to jump on the phone and give you ideas to make it the least expensive and most effective you can.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. I appreciate it. Well, my goal is to be the biggest HVAC company in the state of Colorado. And I have a lot of people that know who I am, and they're like, we want to jump on board with you because you're the guy to do it. And that's where I'm at. Like, that's where I wanted. That's my ultimate goal. And it's not even to be the biggest company out here, to help customers. I think there's a lot of shoddy people with the HVAC company or companies, and I just want to treat people right, to deliver the customer service that other companies aren't doing, be fair priced, and then just essentially, I hate to say this, but to help the community too, and these people that need furnaces when it's 0 degrees, be that company that can actually step up and say, hey, you know what, we'll put that furnace in for you free just because we're doing good as a company type of thing. So,
and you pay it forward.
Correct. And I believe, yes, me and Erica believe in that big time, and so we want to be that company, and we will be that company, but we needed the right marketing people, and I think you guys have definitely, we had the conversation this morning, what are we going to do? We need somebody that really knows what they're doing to really help us out and has the same thought, and I think you guys really nailed that out of the park with us. So
awesome.
On that. So
yes, better
it is very awesome.
From here.
So,
I have so many ideas on just what you just said. I would talk for another 45 minutes, but I'm already late.
Yeah. Exactly. So, all right. So the next.
Yeah, and we'll check on you. Just like you said, the next step is just kind of filling up the little green field. Since we get that, then we'll be able to start moving along.
Okay, perfect. And like I said, we'll get everything sent over to you guys probably tonight or first thing in the morning. So, all right, guys.
Sounds great.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you guys very much too, and we'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Look forward to working with you both. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. All right.